Hello, everyone. Welcome to Self Discovery Support. This is going to be a storytelling discovery session supported by Oracle and Tarot cards. In this session, you may recognize yourself or the person or persons you are connecting to in the characters. I want you to think of this as an opportunity for reflection and growth, and there's more information to help you on your journey in the description box after the live stream ends. Please support my work with a thumbs up and subscribe for more. So let's start with a quick prayer. Most High, please guide this reading for the highest good of the collective, and please send all negative energy back to sender. Okay, so today we have a pick a card reading, and you have your choices A, B, C. I want to say to you that if one pile or group does not fit, it's okay. You can choose from another one to see what fits. The story at the beginning will tell you if it's a match for you or not, right? So no need to force anything. All right, so let's see. Today we also using, this is the modern, it's the Good Karma Tarot. And this deck that we're going to be using today is the Centennial Smith Waite Tarot deck. All right, we'll also draw the zodiacs at the end. All right, so let's get started. If you chose pile A, we're going to start with you. All right, so group A, I'm gonna move let's prop this here. And group A, you have the Nine of Cups. All right, so that is the energy of the thing that is hidden in your situation or your connection. So let's get a quick look at what this situation could be so that you know that group A is for you, and then we will go into it. All right, so for group A, what is the situation that's happened here, or what is happening in the connection? Ten of Cups, Nine of Wands, and this is the Seven of Pentacles with the World card. Okay, what I'm seeing initially is that y'all could be a group that you have somebody, right, that you feel like this person made you happy, right? You could envision a relationship with them. Maybe you had a relationship with them. But one of the things about this that started to weigh heavily on you is that you started trying to push for more with this person, but it doesn't seem like it was coming. Like maybe what you wanted out of this situation was like deeper commitment. And it felt like this person maybe made you wait a little bit, or maybe a lot. It's like you weren't seeing the fruits of your labor with this connection. It also feels like you put in a lot of work. Like you tried, right? I can see here like you're somebody that tried. You tried all you could to get this situation to where you envision it, right? Which is this Ten of Cups. You and them happy together type of feeling. So you're somebody, group A, that you'd have put in a lot of work into your connection. But with the World card here, it's feeling like maybe you've decided to close a cycle on that. Maybe you've decided that the person you're connected to could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Is probably more interested in what they want to do in life, and not like they're not putting the effort that you would have put. And maybe this person also closed out a cycle as well. So yeah, they could be a little bit like with walls up. So you tried your best with this person. Yeah. All right, so let's look at, this is the situation, this is the state of your connection so far. If that resonates, give a thumbs up. But also, let's now look at what's deeper, what is a hidden thing in this connection. All right, so we do have the Nine of Cups, so we know that that is the energy. Let's see, what is it about this Nine of Cups? Tell us more. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant. Okay, with the Death card. All right, so it feels like, okay, this could be a situation, right? Given the context of what we saw happened to you, what you're experiencing, it feels like the hidden thing is that you probably did not realize, and this is pretty big, so it's going to be specific. You probably didn't realize that, one, this person could have, one, wanted more. They could have wanted more. They could have wanted marriage, commitment, but also I'm sensing a bit of a duality, because it's like this person could also have had another situation here. I'm going to clarify so we can get clearer on what it is, but it could also be somebody else that this person was collaborating with, partnering with, expressing emotions, or trying to steer their connection into commitment, is what it feels like. So there's those two options. But let's see more. Let's go deeper. Okay, clarify this Three of Pentacles here. Knight of Cups with Three of Cups. Hierophant with the Nine of Pentacles. Kind of feels like to me that this person, I don't know if it feels like you could have worked with this person, or you could have been in some kind of friend group or some kind of arrangement where it's like you have to be cooperative together. And it feels like this person could have been like in that process, like keeping an eye on you. Okay, so there could have been, and that's not necessarily good or bad. It could be somebody has feelings and therefore they are interested, right? But there's also somebody here that, ooh, with this one now, it kind of confirms, Knight of Cups, Three of Cups, that this person is actually offering their cup, their emotional feeling, their intentions to more than one person, right? So it feels like that is the direction that we're realizing this person's going in. This is somebody that is a little bit of, it could be a little bit of a Casanova, could be a little bit of that type of energy where it's like in work situations, this person, or even like friend groups, this person's like on the lookout for who they can connect to. And then they also decide to, then they're not partial, right, about like who it is. Once somebody takes their fancy and it feels like this person falls in love really quickly, and wants to offer that energy to somebody, this person could be, we saw that this is somebody that maybe you wanted more with, maybe you wanted a relationship with, or you had. This is somebody that ultimately really, even if they are committed to somebody, they ultimately want to be in this kind of freedom or free state. They really want to be like single. It's kind of giving me like, I prefer my single life over a relationship that's committed type of thing. Or even if I am in a relationship, I'm gonna act like I'm single. So this to me is telling me that you are here giving a lot of energy to almost like believing in something that this person basically wouldn't be able to give you. And I don't get the sense that they're telling you, because then you would have realized this a long time ago, is what I'm seeing here. Because this is like you trying to make something work. you trying to invest and hoping that one day they'll give you back return on your investment, right? But it's like, I don't think so, because I think this person enjoys the attention of receiving that. So this person might have more than one. This person enjoys the idea that, okay, you could, group A, be very attractive, or they find you very attractive, and this person enjoys the idea that they can get somebody or people of this quality. And yeah, they don't really think too hard about it. They just kind of rush into these situations. And of course, you know, a lot of these, it feels like flings or some kind of, yeah, it's like a single life type of thing. It's not meant to last for them. It's like, okay, it's over and now I move on type of thing. And often it's a lot of, it leaves behind a lot of people who've developed feelings for them. So this, okay, we're really looking at somebody that I would say is a little bit of a player, playboy, playgirl type of thing. Nine of Cups, then in this case, tells me that the hidden thing in your situation is that the person you're connecting to is most interested in their own happiness. They're not necessarily interested in a Two of Cups per se, which is me and you connecting, a partnership. This person just wants like to feel good, and that could be in whatever way, right? It's like, I'm going to pursue the casual connections that I want. I'm going to leave when I want. I'm going to give when I want. And not a lot happens with like, what do you want? What do I want? Let's build something together. It's not that energy for this person. And you maybe could not have, maybe didn't realize that. Okay. What is the advice here for you in this situation? Four of Cups is going like sideways and maybe wants to go down. So this is telling me upright, it's hold on to it, or yeah. But this one is like, you know, it's almost like a detachment energy, because I see that this connection is one that you really wanted, you and this person, to kind of go down the path together, whatever that led to, and you really put your effort in. But it's almost like saying you have to detach from this. And the other thing here that follows up here is in your connection, and particularly this one, I kind of feel like you're in this position, right? You're waiting on the breadcrumbs from this person, and you really want to watch out for that, because this is a person that could actually take a lot and not reciprocate. And it's like you do want that reciprocal energy in your connections, is the advice you, yeah. And just so you know, this is such an interesting reading, but I can see that if you experience this would be hard for you. And I want to maybe give a word of encouragement here. So like, what good thing is coming towards you? I'll ask that question. The Moon, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so it could feel like this person may have caused some confusion in your life or some anxiety. Maybe it's like, I invested so much, why am I not getting back you know, the love that I seek, or the relationship I seek? I put time in, I was, you know, I poured into this, and that could have really caused you some lack of clarity, even something like doubting your self-worth. It is saying that you're going to be rebuilding and you will gain the clarity here. Yeah, it's like leaving behind a time. I think this person, as you detach from them, you're going to leave behind any kind of sense of like not having enough, not getting what you want from this person. Because I think this system with this person is set up to not give you enough ever, for them to get enough, but not for you to get enough in your connection. Okay, so I hope that that helped. And yeah, let's get the charms, let's get the zodiac charms for you. And then we're going to move on to group B. All right, if you resonate so far, please give a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe. Okay. We have Taurus. We have Libra. We have Sagittarius. We have Scorpio. We have Aries. We have Gemini. We have Virgo. And we have Capricorn. This could be you or your person in Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. So you can check that placement. All right. So thank you, Group A. We're going to move on now to Group B shortly. All right, so Group B, you would have the Hierophant card, right? And I am not gonna, sometimes I'll tell you the meaning and it comes out totally different once the reading happens. But we'll see now. But the Hierophant talks about like commitment, but it can also mean like something conservative. But let's see what direction it goes in here. All right, so let's look at the situation or the connection energy first. Let's see. Seven of Swords, King of Swords, ooh, Queen of Swords. Okay, this is a very different direction from Group A. We have a situation, Group B, where it feels like you and somebody who are maybe not at you maybe are a little bit at odds, right? It's somebody that Group B you could have taken some distance from. You could feel a little bit more reserved, like you need to pull back from this person or put up boundaries, or maybe you need to develop some kind of strategy to deal with this person. You could also, on the other hand, if you're this Queen of Swords, feel like I need to put up my boundaries. I need to insist on knowing the truth here because it's clear that there's something I don't understand. So this is a case between two people. It feels like where trust is lost is what it feels like. Feels like somebody is doing something that would have been a little bit like trust breaking, creating some kind of deception, and maybe not deliberately all the time. It's not always like malicious, but sometimes it's like there's something hidden here. There's some kind of illusion about the situation that we need to look at. So if you're feeling like you're in a connection with somebody that it's tense, you two are maybe watchful of each other, you're handling each other with strategy, maybe some sharpness, this could be your reading. Okay, so let us by the way, both of you could be air signs, but I suspect it's more energy. And air signs are Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. All right, so let us see what's the hidden thing here. The hidden thing has to do with the Hierophant, so we're gonna unpack that a little bit. Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, all right, not that one. Nine of Cups, not that one. Seven of Wands, the World. Okay, and we have a King of Wands at the bottom of the deck with a Queen of Pentacles. All right, so it's like quite a few things happening in this reading. All right, so what's hidden? Let's start with this. Somebody could be having regrets. So even as you and this person are not like on the same page, or you know there are tensions between the two of you, it's like this person is regretting maybe being so self-focused is what I'm getting. Maybe they regret not getting what they wanted out of the situation. Okay. So you might not know that. This makes me feel like there are things that you two are not telling each other. Ace of Swords in reverse with the Seven of Wands. So I'm actually unclear, which is why I have my boundaries up. Okay, so that is what somebody here in this situation is saying. And I'm guessing it could be this Queen of Swords. You're not giving me truth. And that's why I'm so like defensive. I have a wall up here, and I feel like I have to take care of myself or protect my own interests, because you're not telling me the truth here. I get a sense that I don't know a whole lot about what's going on here. Okay, so as I said, it's like feels like withholding information, and so that could be the hidden thing. I can ask about that information, like what is it? The other thing now is that, okay, this confusion is like this imbalance between us. I want to put a stop to this. Okay. This kind of feels like the Queen of Swords is voice. Okay. So it feels like the hidden thing is that somebody regrets indulging in this connection. One person feels like they didn't get clarity in the situation, and that's why, if you ever wondered why their back is up, why their defenses are up, that's why there's a sense of, I'm not feeling like these are truths that I'm hearing. There's also a sense of somebody saying, because I'm not trusting, I'm a little bit confused about what's happening. I don't think I feel safe. I feel kind of out of whack, out of balance here, and therefore I have to close this out. Right? So it could be, I don't know, it's either of you or maybe it's both of you. It could feel like this King of Swords is withholding and this Queen of Swords is insisting on truth. So it's how do you get forward with that? Because one person in the connection is not saying everything. The other person needs to know more. It's a case like that. It's like a impasse. Like, where do we go from here? King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles with... Okay, you know what I'm seeing is that actually these two are these two. Potentially, yeah. These two are these two, but these two are what they could be to each other. So if you two right now are tense, that your backs are up, potentially this would have been like a partnership where one of you is, kind of going out there feeling strong because of the connection, and the other person is providing some kind of security and nurture, and then the connection kind of works. But it feels like because of the way things are, things have come to some kind of pause between the two of you, and people just feel like nothing's gonna happen, or like people have put up like some kind of internal block. I'm not going forward to make this connection happen type of energy. And because the Fool is here, it kind of feels like this was a connection that was maybe more at the beginning stage. So it's like I don't even think that you two started a relationship, or if you did, it's like there's a whole new other phase that you're meant to go into, but it's like that is held up because, yeah, it's just like it feels like you two don't trust each other. And it's funny because you two clearly are both intelligent, very able to communicate, but without the trust, without the kind of warmth of openness, you're not able to kind of build this kind of supportive trust to move forward. Okay, All right, so the hidden thing with both of you, I said, okay, I said I would ask here is what the untruth is. So what's the thing here that's being held back? Okay. Somebody's saying that they can't move on, or they don't want to move on. Okay, so what it's feeling like for you, group B, is almost like a lack of vulnerability. It's like two people who, when you get like really caught up in a fight with each other or a quarrel, but like, and nobody's wants to talk first. But really and truly, it's like, I really wish you would talk to me type of thing. It's kind of feeling like that. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. I can't move on from you because one of you is saying, because I really care about you, and yeah, I'm drawn to you. It's like I'm kind of stuck here in this position because I can't move on. I'm trying my best to move on, but I can't. And this person actually may end up just coming towards you in a really impulsive way. Like, are we over type of thing? Is this over with you type of energy? Is like what they're maybe wanting to find out. I want to know what that, like, what's that distrust here? Kind of feels like you two had some kind of quarrel or fight. Maybe it is to do with someone's ability to be consistent, someone's ability to be in a mature place, someone's ability to be like a stand-up type of person. Yeah, it's like the start of a relationship. And okay, this gives me some answers here with the Emperor and Page of Cups, right? Because this is somebody who's like a boss, really strong, really knows what they're about. But like in this kind of love connection situation, it's like they show up in this really like small, playful, unserious type of way, which is almost like you don't put these two together. They're almost opposites. It's what happens when the Emperor has a crush. It's like, I don't know how to conduct myself, so maybe I'm more closed off, and then you don't trust me now, and it just keeps rolling, right? So that's the hidden thing, is that actually, I'm just gonna see so that there's a clear statement here. How does this Emperor feel? This Emperor feels burdened, right? It's the same, the King of Swords is burdened. They actually feel like they have a lot of feelings, but they didn't disclose them. This person actually wants a new start. So it's somebody that, but what are they doing? They're waiting. How can you want a new start and wait on the new start? And because I waited, I'm waiting on my ships to come in, things ended with the person that I actually care about. Okay, so it's somebody who maybe is vulnerability is an issue here. Vulnerability and communication is what I would say. So let us get the charms to see who the zodiac sign is. But okay, before that, let's get advice for you. Advice. The Hermit, Nine of Swords. Okay. If you related to this reading, Group B, your card is a Hierophant. This is somebody that it feels like they're so conservative or so restricted or so by the rules, or they have a certain belief system about life that prevents them. It's almost saying to this person, it's almost like they can't overcome themselves or their background in order to just show up in your connection. And because of that, it's creating a lot of issues of trust. Somebody here is being asked, if this is your reading, you're being asked to kind of think hard about this situation. It feels like there's some insights that you might need. What is anxiety? What things are anxiety causing you? It's asking you to think about what part has been fair on your side, on their side, so that you can have a balanced image of what's happening here. Because it feels like everybody's in some kind of anxious mode. because can I trust you, and you know, you're gonna break my heart type of thing. Energy is what I get here. Yeah, confusion is what ensues with this type of energy. All right, yeah, so let's get our zodiac signs here. This could be you or your person, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you have connected with this story so far, please do give a thumbs up. Okay, all right, so we have Capricorn, we have Pisces, we have Aries, we have Aquarius, we have Leo, we have Virgo. Okay, so that is your reading, Group B. We're going to now move on to Group C shortly. All right, so if you are, if Group C was your group, Ace of Wands is your card. Now, the Ace of Wands is exciting, but that's the energy of what's hidden, right? So this one should be really interesting. It feels like, I don't know, could there be attraction that's hidden? I think we're going to get like a spicy reading. That would be a nice change, I think. Because the last group, we had a little bit of a invulnerability. All right, so let us see what the situation or the connection energy is before we start, so you can know if this is yours. The Star, the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords, okay, and we have the Sun in hidden energies. Okay, so what is the situation between the two of you? This is very interesting. This is, feels like I met somebody who, if I put myself in that role, right? If I met somebody who is just like a dream to me. It's like, this is the person that I want to be with. This is the type of person I wanted to meet. This person's like a soulmate. This person could be someone I've known from a long time. And I just like, this person's it for me, right? The Sun, I'm so optimistic about that. My gosh, look at that. The Sun with the Lovers. Whoever this situation is, somebody here is just like, this is my person. This is the choice I want to make. I feel so excited about that. And it's feeling like either I've always wanted to meet a person like this who feels like a soulmate, but also it could be I've known this person a long time and this is like the one kind of energy. However, now let's look at this Five of Swords. This is somebody that's saying, by any means necessary, I'm not opposed to being underhanded. I'm not opposed to doing what I have to do to make this work. Okay, and I could see now that that's where things start to become difficult, right? Because sometimes we get in our own way. We want something so much that we start to get in this kind of like whatever needs to happen type of energy. All right, which then produces issues. All right, we're going to see now more about it. Let's see the thing that's hidden here. Okay. And it has to do with that Ace of Wands right there. Page of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Okay. I'm tempted to put this away, but this is like another lover's card. So we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. Knight of Pentacles, the Magician, Seven of Cups. Okay. Judgment. All right. Let's see now where we are with what's hidden. Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. All right. So this person was saying like, okay, this is a new start. I'm going to do something. I don't know if this person did something in the past. If you know this person from before, that this person maybe wanted to apologize. I'm going to take my time to work things through with you. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to put the work in, right? I'm going to be a stable person. Now with the Six of Wands and the Magician, somebody here is feeling like, okay, I've put some energy or effort in. Somebody starting is like, I'm feeling myself type of energy because I want to, or I'm bringing in this thing. I almost get like, I can't believe I managed to manifest this into my life type of energy. Okay. And also this person is realizing that, okay, I really want to be, I don't want to lose in this situation. I'm telling you, there's that energy of, I really need to win at this. I need to gain this person in my life because this is like, there's a lot that's attached to this person. Group C, if this is you, this could be somebody that you attach a lot to, and it feels like I want that energy in my life. If it's not you, it could be the other person, right? So don't worry about that. Okay. Now this is what I'm not getting fully, is that if you're my person, you're the one I adore. And in this Lover's card, it's the guy that's kind of like fawning over the woman. And it's like, okay, I've made my choice. You're it. And this is like a fantasy. It's almost like dream come true type thing. Okay, so it almost feels like, okay, the hidden thing is that maybe you met someone from the past that came back into your life, or it's somebody that is in your life now. Maybe you're connecting to them and they feel, like a good person to be around. Maybe you enjoy yourself with them, but what you don't know is that this person is like really interested. It's like they are seeing themselves manifest in real time the person that they want, and it's like doing that is making them feel so successful, so like accomplished, like almost like they've elevated themselves because they're able to have you in their life, or vice versa. You're able to have them in your life. It's like you're feeling this type of like, okay, things can be restarted. Okay, this could really be somebody that's from the past then. And it could really be somebody that was very nervous about approaching and reconnecting. But they're trying to be very intentional, right? Trying to like, give you what you need. Yeah, it's like somebody taking like a lot of care. What you're not seeing is how much this person is like thrilled about this. So this reading is like a really good one because it's just somebody that they really want you in their life. I'm gonna pull on that. What's this? I don't know why this is feeling like, okay, yeah, okay. You know what? This could be the follow-up to either, I can't remember which group this was, group A or B, maybe B. It's almost like this person feels like you could be mad at them. And it's like they're slowly picking their way back into your life. You're very suspicious of them. But it's like you could be, if you're this King of Swords, you could be somebody that's trying to figure out how to get a new start with this person. And you've really been like ruminating on this, like going back and forth. Yeah. It's somebody that is, it's just almost like I'm trying to make up. I'm trying to make up for things that happened in the past. Okay, what happened in the past here? Oh, Ace of Swords in reverse. I didn't tell some truths here, and I created a lot of confusion. I didn't give you enough of the answers that you need. Okay, this is in reverse. And it means that I created a situation that you couldn't move on from. So I kind of created this kind of stuck, imbalanced situation. Leaving you hanging is what I'm seeing. Neglecting you. Yeah, okay, that's not good. And I could see why the Queen of Swords is here. So that's why this King of Swords, or if this is you, Group C, or the person you're dealing with, this person is trying so hard to like take their time, right? They come back in this earth sign energy, which is like, I'm being very careful. I'm going to learn how to start from scratch. I'm going to take my time to make sure that everything is like balanced and proper. And I'm going to like try to make sure that I get the recognition here, the triumph that I want in this situation, because this is like, I choose you. You're the fantasy here. But okay, so why did they treat this Queen of Swords like this in the past? That's what I kind of have to ask. Knight of Cups. This person, my voice just kind of chose to go at that point. Kind of feels like I don't know how to say. I don't know how to say how I feel. I don't know how to tell you what I want with you. So all I can do is this Page of Swords is somebody that doesn't know how to communicate well. So they watch, they study somebody, and yeah, it's like, okay, I don't know how to. And if you're the Queen of Swords, you're on the receiving end of this person, right? So this is you, Group C. You're wondering, you expect communication, right? You expect clarity, you expect truth. And this person just did not do that. Okay, let's see more. What's this? Tell me about that. Okay, this person is saying that they wanted to tell you how they felt. They wanted to make that awful. But there's the Three of Swords. I'm very hesitant because my heart was broken. I am in a whirl. My head is confused. I'm feeling very reserved, distant, a lot of boundaries up. I'm feeling like I have to strategize any new starts. And it's just causing a lot of anxiety. Maybe I'm not thinking clearly. Okay, so that is the reason that they're saying is the issue. So the hidden thing is this person's actually really excited. You could have perceived this person as being like cold. Really kind of, it feels like the treatment was awful. Feels like they kind of pushed you away or dismissed you or didn't meet any kind of needs. And it's really hard to believe that this person would be interested in you just by looking at what they did. But it does come across as though it's somebody who did have feelings but actually was very hurt, either prior in life or from you or whatever it is. Some people carry baggage with them, you know, around for years or whatever. So that's what it's feeling like. It's like you could be very surprised. And that's the Ace of Wands. It's like you could be very surprised that this person actually is that drawn to you. Because I think that they totally showed you the opposite of that. All right, so if this was your reading, it's what a reading. Let us get advice for you. And then we do the zodiacs. Advice, the devil, and Page of Wands. All right. Ooh, okay. I have to pull twice on this. The devil with temperance. All right, there's something here. So, and it's kind of what I was thinking is that, listen, the treatment that you got, if you're this Queen of Swords group C, where somebody tried to ice you out, dismiss you, maybe even deny the fact of what was they were feeling, try to keep you stuck, all of this kind of like unkind treatment, it feels like you have to call a spade what a spade is, right? It's toxic, it's unhealthy, and it creates a lot of issues in the dynamic. That's why you're in Queen of Swords energy, right? You're having to really be sharp and discerning with this person. You have to make sure that whatever issues there were in this situation are balanced out. They are, yeah, you have to flow together. It can be that somebody gets to do this type of thing and then say, well, yeah, I really liked you and I didn't know how I was heartbroken. That's not an excuse for treating somebody poorly, right? You have to figure out a way that this treatment is not something that is going to happen again. So it is either that somebody has to balance themselves out emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever it is, so that that can show up in the connection between you and them, is what I would see this advice as. Were that to happen, it's looking like maybe there's a potential for exploring something deeper with this person. Not immediately is what I'm seeing, but slowly, like becoming curious, okay, about them, but not jumping into it deeply, because this feels like this caused a lot of upheaval and hurt in a situation, especially we have this devil card show up, right? That's somebody that is causing a lot of issues, bound in some kind of programming of maybe family programming, maybe past awful relationships causing them to show up in a certain way, but you can't accept that in your life, right? Okay. So, and also the advice is saying you can't accept that in your life. Whatever you accept in your life has to be something that is peaceful, balanced, and good for you. All right, so now we can draw our zodiac signs to see who is here. This could be you or your person, sun, moon, rising, Venus, or north node. Okay, let's get a little bit more. All right, who do we have here? We have Aries. We have Scorpio. We have Aquarius. We have Virgo. We have Capricorn. We have Libra. We have Sagittarius. And oh, I almost didn't see this one. We have Leo. Last but not least. Okay. So if this was your reading, you resonated with it, please give a like, a subscribe, support the channel, and I'd love to see you in another one of these readings. Okay, so take care, enjoy your Saturday night and your rest of your weekend.